Hey friends, this time we will discuss moral dilemmas. Listen to the end. A moral dilemma is a situation that requires individuals to make decisions that impact on the rights and needs of others, and possibly on their own rights and needs as well. In a moral dilemma, each available option appears to have conflicting consequences, and requires individuals to consider various factors and values that are important to them before making a decision. Here are some of the factors that usually influence moral dilemmas. Values and moral beliefs. Individuals have different value systems and moral beliefs, and these will affect the way they perceive and solve moral dilemmas. Professional obligations. Some professions, such as doctors, lawyers, and public officials, have strong moral and legal obligations to fulfill the rights and needs of others. Legal implications. Moral dilemmas often have legal implications that must be considered, and individuals may need to consider the legal consequences of any choices made. Social and political consequences. Moral dilemmas often have social and political implications that must be considered, and individuals may need to consider the impact on society as a whole. Personal consequences. Moral dilemmas often have personal implications that must be considered, and individuals may need to consider how decisions will affect their own lives. In solving moral dilemmas, individuals need to consider various factors and prioritize the values that are important to them. This requires individuals to make decisions based on moral and ethical principles, and consider the impact on all parties involved. However, while solving moral dilemmas requires deep thought and consideration, there is no guarantee that the decision taken will satisfy all parties. In situations like this, individuals must consider the impact on all parties and make the best decision they can. In some cases, decisions taken in moral dilemmas may not be accepted by the rest of society or even cause controversy. In such situations, individuals must consider the long-term consequences of their decisions and be prepared to take responsibility for their actions. However, although the consequences of solving moral dilemmas may be difficult, it is part of every individual's moral responsibility to do so. In solving moral dilemmas, individuals must consider the rights and needs of all parties involved and make decisions that are most just and in accordance with their moral principles. For example, a doctor may face a moral dilemma when having to decide whether to keep a patient's medical secrets or to assist the police in a criminal investigation. In this situation, the doctor needs to consider the patient's right to privacy and medical secrets, as well as the obligation to assist the police in enforcing the law. Doctors must prioritize the values that are important to them and make the decision that is most fair and in accordance with the ethical principles they espouse. Overall, moral dilemmas require individuals to consider various factors and make decisions that take into account the rights and needs of all parties involved. While there is no definitive solution to any moral dilemma, individuals should strive to make the decision that is most just and in accordance with their ethical principles. Thank you for listening to my explanation of moral dilemmas. See you in the next video.